Water drip gun weapons used. The drip or pop-off rifles were self-fired to deceive the Turkish army at the Battle of Gallipoli so that the Allied armies could evacuate without having the Turks find out. They were arranged to fire automatically by having weight released which pulled the trigger. Two bully beef cans were placed about the other. The top are full of water and the bottom are with the trigger string empty. Small holes were punched in the top can, causing water to go into the bottom one. Another device ran the string which was holding the trigger through a candle which severed the stringer. The rifles started to fire. It convinced the Turkish that the Anzac from
front
line was still firing, even though thousands of soldiers had already been evacuated. About 80,000 men were evacuated with only about 6 casualties. The pop-off rifle was invented by Lance Corporal William Scurry and his friend Lawrence. Scurry was an Australian mentioned in dispatches, awarded the Distinguished Conduct Medal and promote the sergeant. Just stop it. Okay.
Just like that. So
It was all full.
oh no.
Minutes. 3.
It's already takes.
Oh.
The Australians used field artillery, trench mortars, Vickers heavy machine guns, and the Reedley pistol. Most infantrymen had a rifle with a bayonet and a hand grenade, and they used the British .303 Lee Enfield rifle and a bayonet of British design as well. The Australians didn't have grenades, and the Ottoman Empire troops did, so they started to make them, calling them jam tin bombs, which were made with old tin cans and explosive fuse and nails or barbed wire bits as shrapnel. The fuse took a few seconds to burn, so it was sometimes caught by the Turkish troops and thrown back to the Australians. The Anzacs also used the Rumley revolvers, grenades, the Lewis gun, and the Stokes mortar. The Turkish soldiers used the Mauser rifle as well as the Mauser or Browning pistols, though officers could purchase their own pistol if they so discretion to. They used MG09s at Gallipoli for machine guns and Krupp as well as Rheinmetall for field artillery. Turkey also used the Mosin Nagant, and that is all the weapons that the Ottoman Empire